Hello. So, this video I'm going to name all the UK Prime Ministers, then I'm going to name all the Canadian Prime Ministers, and then I'm going to name all the Australian Prime Ministers. Now, I did this last year, I didn't make a video on it, but I am going to make a video this time, so let us begin. So let's start with Keir Starmer, Rishi Sunak, Liz Truss, Boris Johnson, Theresa May, David Cameron, Gordon Brown, Tony Blair, John Major, Margaret Thatcher, James Callaghan, Harold Wilson, Edward Heath, Alec Douglas-Hume. Let's get Harold Macmillan, Anthony Eden, Winston Churchill, Clement Attlee, Neville Chamberlain, Stanley Baldwin, Ramsay MacDonald, Andrew Bonar Law, David Lloyd George, Herbert Henry Asquith, Henry Campbell Bannerman, Arthur Balfour. Let's get Robert Gascoigne Cecil, Marquis of Salisbury, Archibald Primrose, Earl of Rosebery, William Gladstone, Benjamin Disraeli. Let's get Edward Smith Stanley, the Earl of Derby, Lord John Russell, and then Henry John Temple, Lord Palmerston, and then George Hamilton Gordon, the Earl of Aberdeen, and we got Robert Peel. Alright, let's get this page now. We have William Lamb, Viscount Melbourne, and then Arthur Wellesley, Duke of Wellington, Earl Grey, and then we have Frederick John Robinson, Viscount Goderich, George Canning, and then we have John Banks Jenkinson, Robert Banks Jenkinson, Lord Liverpool, and then Spencer Perceval, the only British Prime Minister to be assassinated, and then William Cavendish is the Duke of Devonshire, he was earlier on, and then we have William Cavendish Bentinck, who was the Duke of Portland. And we got the two Grenvilles, William and George. And let's get William Pitt the Elder and William Pitt the Younger. Now, William Pitt the Younger was only 24 when he first became Prime Minister. 3 years younger than me. Crazy. We have Henry Addington, and then we have William Petty, Earl of Shelburne, and then we have Charles Watson Wentworth, the Marquis of Rockingham, and then we have Lord North, and then we have Augustus Fitzroy, Duke of Grafton, and then John Stewart, the Earl of Bute, and then we have Thomas Pelham Hollis, the Duke of Newcastle, and then Henry Pelham, Spencer Compton, and Robert Walpole. And those are all of the UK Prime Ministers. Now we are going to do I'm going to do Canadian Prime Ministers next, and then I'm going to do Australian Prime Ministers. I just pass it right here. Okay, let us begin. So let's get Justin Trudeau. Also going to get Pierre Trudeau. Let's get Stephen Harper, Paul Martin, Jean Chrétien, Kim Campbell, Brian Mulroney, John Turner, Joe Clark, Lester B. Pearson, John Diefenbaker, Louis St. Laurent, William Lyons Mackenzie King, R.B. Bennett, Arthur Meehan, and then we have Robert Borden. I'm thinking of someone else. And then we have, and let's get Wilfrid Laurier, Charles Tupper, Mackenzie Bowell, and then we have John Thompson, John Abbott, and Alexander Mackenzie, and John A. Macdonald. And those are all of the Canadian Prime Ministers. And now, finally, we have the Australian Prime Ministers. There we are, right here. Okay. Let's go. We got Anthony Albanese, Scott Morrison, Malcolm Turnbull, Tony Abbott, Kevin Rudd, Julia Gillard, John Howard, Paul Keating, Bob Hawke, Malcolm Fraser, Gough Whitlam, William McMahon, and then we have John Gorton, John McEwen, Harold Holt, who famously disappeared while swimming in the ocean. And we got Robert Menzies. Let's type that, Robert Menzies. And then we have Ben Shifley and Frank Ford, John Curtin, Arthur Fadden. We have Earl Page, Joseph Lyons, James Scullin, Stanley Bruce, Billy Hughes. We have Andrew Fisher, Joseph Cook, Alfred Deakin, and then we have George Reed, Chris Watson, and Sir Edmund Barton. And those are the Australian Prime Ministers. And that is it for now.